Santa baby, please hurry, hurry, hurry.
Jolly old saint.
Santa baby, please hurry, hurry, hurry.
Jolly old saint.
Santa baby, he takes care of my worries.
Jolly old.
Santa baby, please hurry down my chimney
Jolly old
tonight.
saint.
Santa baby,
Jolly old saint.
hurry, hurry, hurry.
Jolly old saint Nick made me wait all year for the D. 12 months of Christmas screaming ho ho ho. Slide down my chimney sucking on my mistletoe. Fresh chocolate chip cookies sitting waiting by the stove.
Hi guys, this is Vlogmas Day. Does it really matter? We are having our very first
Hot Chocolate Talk. So Hot Chocolate Talk is going to be our very first segment on this channel. It is a Vlogmas exclusive segment where we will be winding down in our pajamas. This is exactly how we about to go to sleep.
First of all, look at
the jammies.
Ooh.
So Hot Chocolate Talks is basically our time to wind down over a nice hot cup of hot chocolate and to have some bonding time with each other and with you guys to just like relax and get to know each other and talk about some stuff that we don't get to talk about on a regular basis.
Yes, this chocolate is so good, by the way.
It is.
It's so good. You body this.
I did a good job. Hand hug.
We gonna get into some things.
We gonna get into some things.
We got, what is this called? It was called like holiday
I don't know, but it lies.
snowflake or something, but it smells like
A
apple
whole
cinnamon.
apple pie.
Yeah, it's
Tight.
so weird, but it's the unicorn. You know, shout outs to all the unicorns across all the lands.
What was your best Christmas? What's the
Best Christmas I have. So it was followed after the worst Christmas I had. Christmas experience. But I guess I could just tell them both in the same token. So my worst Christmas ever was when one day I was just like going through the closets because I was always so inquisitive and always was
nosy.
Mad nosy.
There we go. You made yourself sound real good. Inquisitive.
I was inquisitive and nosy at the same time.
Me and Mom was just talking about how nosy you are.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You can keep going just so
Y'all be talking about me?
in a good way,
Oh.
except with you being nosy, but we do that.
One day I was going through the closet and I found this big garbage bag. You know my mother be pulling up with these big
I don't know where she
like
gets
it's
those
not
bags from.
you cannot get those from a store. Like
Right.
they don't sell that size. I don't know where she gets it from, but she had
neither.
a big bag full of gifts that was wrapped, and the tree was up because my mom also put the tree up on like November 1st. The tree will be up.
That queen.
So she had this bag full of gifts that was wrapped. So I saw all these gifts and I'm like, oh my God. So I got my sister, partner in crime, and I'm like, oh my God, look at these gifts. Let's put them under the tree. So we put them under the tree. We even started peeking through some of them. My mom came home and saw all the gifts under the tree from in the closet, hidden.
They were
in
wrapped?
a bag, wrapped. But a lot of
Wait, y'all wrapped them or she
no,
wrapped
she
them?
wrapped them. She had them wrapped in a big black bag. It was mad gifts wrapped.
Oh, y'all thought y'all were being
And
helpful.
I thought, yeah, I was like, but we also was peeking, like, at Mad of it. Like, Mad of them was, like, ripped. And so she got so upset that she was like, y'all not getting nothing for Christmas. Like, y'all not getting anything at all. So my mom is really one of those people that if she say it, she mean it. She like, if it came out her mouth, now it's law. So she meant it, and like she put them back in the bag, and she claimed that she was gonna give them away to like, you know, the Salvation Army. Yeah. She said she was just gonna give it away, but I know she didn't. But I just thought that we was just gonna get something. Like she was just all mad, and then once the actual day came, she was gonna give us gifts. Now the actual day came, we still ain't have no gifts, like none. And my dad felt so bad for us. He was like, "Come on, like it's Christmas, please." She was like, "Nope." They wanted to peek. They wanted to do this and went to that. And I don't get no gifts, and we ain't get no gifts. So for the whole day, I just watched Christmas Story for 24 hours.
Oh, that's so sad.
And then remember Yogi Bear? I was telling you about Yogi Bear. You're from New York. You know about Yogi Bear. You know about Yogi Bear. And they gave out a stocking. So she let us open the stocking, and there wasn't shit in there. I was tight. That
would have been tight too.
That was all I got for Christmas. But then that following Christmas, we got everything that we were supposed to get that Christmas.
Nah, she held that for that long.
Yes.
She skipped birthdays.
Yes.
In order to give it to you for the next Christmas?
Yes, the next Christmas she got us all the stuff we wanted for that year and everything that she wanted to get us for that year, plus everything that she had already bought from last year. So we had, like, the Christmas was stacked as high as the Christmas gifts was stacked as high as the tree. So that was my best and worst Christmas.
I would have had a heart attack. I would have died. I would have been like, really? I don't have anything to open. Like, I would have just been like crying myself to sleep, wake up, cry myself into
That's exactly what I was doing. That's exactly how it was. That's exactly what it was.
But I would have did it mad hard so she could hear me.
I was. She didn't care.
It was one year where everybody was basically saying, like, you know, y'all, we always bring all our gifts from home for our kids and stuff, and basically it's our kids having their Christmas, and then nobody else is really getting, you know, the other kids good gifts because they're spending all their money and efforts and stuff on their own, which, you know, is understandable. But so this year my family decided that we would have one person pick a name and the other person pick a name, and then that person gets one person a gift. You don't have to buy everybody a gift. You have to get that one person. Yeah, like Secret Santa. So it was a Secret Santa in your family, and you only had to buy one person something, and you were good. But there was I don't remember if there was a limit on it or anything like that. It was just, you know, do the person you got right, because you're the only gift they're gonna get, you know, at the big family gathering. My great grandmother, she chose my name. So I'm thinking, because my great granny, you know, like old people get mad money just because they're elderly. Okay, so she was getting mad money. Yeah, she was getting mad money from being elderly. And so I'm like, okay, my Christmas is about to be litty boots. Like, I just knew she was about to flex my whole life. Then my mom came home and she was dumb tight about something, but she didn't want to give it away. Like, she didn't want to say anything, but she wanted to say something at the same time to me, but she was just upset. Go over to my grandmother's house and everybody's there. It's Christmas Eve because everybody's there. The gifts are all under the tree. Everybody's excited, talking about who they have finally. And so then I hear my mom and my grandmother going back and forth about my gifts. So I'm like, wait, I thought my grandmother's mother had my name. So then my mom comes out and she was like, I'm not even gonna do it to you, and I'm not gonna, you know, make this be a surprise on you or anything. But mom convinced Grandma Lee to buy a quilt from her to give to you for Christmas. I was like, to buy what? She was like, a quilt, an effing quilt. I was so hurt. I'm like, what am I gonna do with a quilt? At this point, I'm like, what, 10, 11? Now I had to be like 11 or 12. Cause I'm like, what am I gonna do with a quilt? Like, my mom was like, no, it's a regular quilt that your grandmother sold, and she convinced your great grandmother to buy it because she wanted the money. Oh, I was so hurt. So then I go to the tree and I see my name on this terribly wrapped, soft, they made it to look like a piece of candy. The little candy wrapping paper. Oh, so they did that. I see my name on it. My feelings are hurt. Of course I started crying. I am emotional. So I was crying, but I didn't want anybody to see it. So I didn't know what to do. Like, I'm just sitting there. Everybody's so excited for their person to open up the gift. And then it starts. It's time for everybody to start opening up the gifts. And it's like, everybody got good gifts. And then my cousin Dunny came next. Dunny and I were close in age. I think she was 15 or 16 at this time. So my cousin Tiff had her. So we're all underneath that. Tiff had this huge box. Like, it was a big, big box. it had layers of all different stuff. So every layer she'll pull out paper and it would have something different on the layer. It was the best gift. Like, oh, it was. And then as it got closer and closer to me, after I saw Dunny's box, my feelings were so hurt. I got that bum ass quilt and I threw it behind the couch so that nobody would ask me to open it up in front of everybody. I just could not. So I was just sad that whole Christmas. It could have been Santa Claus himself that did it.
Like,
y'all, I was hurt. I was hurt. My mama was hurt too. She was crying too. We was all crying. Best Christmas was 1 year. My mom didn't have she didn't have any money. I was raised by a single mother, BTW. So my mother didn't have any money. We didn't have any Christmas decorations or Christmas gifts at all. And we went to bed, and I remember my room was right beside the living room. I remember hearing my mom crying, and she was on the phone just saying how she has nothing for her kids to wake up to. And then that next morning we woke up, and it was like Santa Claus just threw up all in the living room. We had the biggest tree I think we've ever had, and it was just piles and piles of gifts everywhere. And I was so stunned because I was preparing myself to come out and really ignore the whole holiday. And at this point I'm probably 7, but consciously I was like, I'm just ignore so my mom doesn't feel worse. And I came out with so many gifts. I was like, oh my God. And that, I still believed in Santa Claus at that point. Like, I just knew it was Santa Claus. And people, like my cousin Donnie, she was trying to convince me that Santa Claus wasn't real. But I'm just like, no, he's real, because look at this. My mom didn't do this. Santa Claus did this. And what's so crazy is my entire life, I just stuck to the story. Like, I never once questioned it or wanted to know as an adult, like, what actually happened in that moment. Like, what was that? I never wanted to know until this summer. I asked her, and she was like, do you really want to know? I was like, yes. And she told me that it was my grandfather. And the craziest thing about it being my grandfather is that he wasn't really present at all. I didn't really know him. I knew of him, but I didn't know him. So for him to come through to give my mom money so that she was able to do all of that for us was so amazing.
Okay, so how did you find out Santa wasn't real?
I don't remember it being like a day, like a time. It just kind of happened, I think.
For me, I used to always wake up in the middle of the night. I honestly think it was because my mom, she used to make us go to sleep so early. So by 7:30, that was like our bedtime. 7:30. So by the time it was 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm wide awake. So I woke up and I heard music playing. I heard my mother and my father laughing and stuff. So I'm like, what's going on in there? Like, the lights was on. So I thought they was kikiing with Santa. I'm like, oh, it's late. I'm about to get in on this. So
did you even wake your sister up?
Oh no.
You selfish.
No, I didn't. I popped up and I walked, and I was like, I kind of peeked, and my dad was in a whole like Santa suit, but it was my dad, and I'm like, wait. And I was standing there and I was trying to process it, and I didn't even realize that I was like standing in plain sight. Like, I was trying to be like on the low, but when I realized that it was my dad in the suit and it was like making the cookies, it was just like, I remember that when my mom was wrapping gifts and my dad was just like standing there and like, I don't know, just standing there just watching my mom. Like, it was so weird. And I'm like, oh my God, like, he's Santa, so like Santa's not real. And I was stuck for a minute, and then like all I remember is like they saw me, and my mom was like she was frozen, and my dad was frozen, and they was looking at each other and looking at me, and I was looking at them. And then my mom was just like, "Don't tell Stephanie." That's all she said. She was like she didn't know what to say, so she just said, "Don't tell Stephanie." And I was like, okay. And honestly, I was hurt. Sparkle is chatting. Honestly, I was hurt because at that point in time, I was like 6, so I still believed in Santa Claus. I believed in the Tooth Fairy. Then I started questioning everything, and it was so crazy because like after the fact, I never put 2 and 2 together. Like, because I used to say like, it used to be like to Melanie from Santa, but I got my mother's handwriting. And my mother have like such a distinct handwriting. Like, it didn't even like dawn on me until I saw it.
I was never trying to see signs. Like I was never trying to see through the facade.
Me either.
I was just living it.
I was so sold that I didn't think for a second that it even. For a second, it couldn't be real.
But my mom was smart. My mom used to change hands because she's ambidextrous, but she has a different style. Of course, writing with the left hand, she changed hands to write it. Because as soon as I found out, well, I was kind of in limbo. Then she just started like signing the little kids in my family gifts from Santa, and I would see her switch the hand and write Santa, and I'm like, you imposter. That's how you did it.
My mother would not do that. She would just like make the cookies, like stuff like that. Bite one of them, like really just bite it, not even eat it, just bite it and keep it there. It would be so. I was like, oh my God, he baked the cookie. He was here. He's really here.
He beat it. Did you used to sniff it, see if it smelled like Santa's cookie? You say eat off of Santa? You nasty. That nigga was eating cookies all night long off of people. You don't know what they was doing in their house.
I didn't.
So what's your favorite type of gift to get? Like what are the gifts that you cherish the most?
I love any gift that has thought into it. Like I like the type of gifts that like people just be like, I know you and I'll listen to you when you speak, and I knew that this would be something that you would want or need or appreciate or value. And those types of gifts to me are the best ones because it's thought into it and it's real. Like that means that you was really listening to me when I was talking to you. It was really, or you just know me to the point where, you know, you could just pick out something for me. You feel like I need it or I'd love it or something like that. I love those types of gifts.
Not cherished, but I like gifts that are actually useful for me. Like I like those kind of gifts. I like gifts that like go into motion and I just start including it in my everyday life. Rather it being something that I like have to put somewhere, like a quilt. Like
I like materialistic things too.
Yeah, that's dope. I don't know, maybe it sounds bad.
Just low key.
It might sound bad, but that's true though. Like
I like materialistic things.
Yeah, like I love to get like if I get like a completed outfit, then I'm like, yo, you just saved me so much time. Like, do you know how annoying
I've never
it
gotten
is?
an outfit. I mean, head to toe. That would be amazing. If
That kind of, maybe it sounds bad. I don't mean it in a bad way though.
it really does.
Yeah, it's like, give me the outfit. I don't want
Imagine the person that bought you a turtleneck.
Yeah, they're like, oh my God, I see she didn't really like the turtleneck. So sorry I couldn't afford the Jordans to match, bitch. Like, all right, well, that was Hot Chocolate Talk. We were talking for a long time.
Yeah, this is gonna be a long video.
This is a long video.
I'm probably living for it.
But we hope you guys liked it. We hope you enjoy Hot Chocolate Talk. It's after this, we can just go get in the bed.
Yes, we're sleeping in these. These are so comfortable.
They are. If y'all want to know about these night gown muumuus we have on,
they're amazing.
They feel amazing. They were cheap, and we got them from TJ Maxx. Thank you guys so much for watching Hot Chocolate Talk. You can give us some topics that you want us to kind of discuss with each other.
This is not the last of Hot Chocolate Talk. Know that.
Yeah. So if you want to leave us some topics that you guys want to talk about, do a little one-on-one while we're sitting down sipping our hot chocolate, unwinding for the day.
In our relaxation clothes.
Yes, just leave it down in the comments and we'll definitely do it for the next one. Hit that thumbs up button if you like this segment. Let us know your thoughts and everything. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
Yes.
And we will see you guys in our next video,
which will be very, very, very soon. Take a little break, we'll be back to us.
Bye.
Later.